Greetings and welcome to another edition of The Great Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Well, here it is, another Wednesday, and today I have the topic for you: why I believe Goddess is female. Why do I believe Goddess is female? Couldn't she be some YZ gender or no gender at all? Why does she have to be gender specific, and why do I believe that she's female? Well, I'll attempt to answer that in this video. First of all, Goddess spoke to me and revealed herself to me as Goddess. So I believe that Goddess spoke to me and revealed herself to me in all of her feminine glory to me as a female, and that she's always been female and always will be female. But what do I mean by female? I mean that she's the divine feminine. What is the divine feminine? Well, the divine feminine means that she's feminine in spirit. And as I've related to you in a prior video, Goddess spoke to me specifically, and she told me about her plans for us here on earth. And so when Goddess is portrayed as a male, when we have a male god in other religions, that's other people seeing the goddess as male when she's actually female. But they see her as male because they're male and they love males. Women don't get so much love. Look how Hillary Clinton is doing, not so well, eh? That's because people don't love females. People love males. They don't love the divine feminine. They don't know the divine feminine. The divine feminine is hidden from them. It's a mystery to them. They don't know about it. They don't know about it. And in fact, none of us know it in its entirety because we're isolated from Goddess here on earth. She's all around us, and with us at all times, but at the same time she's separate from us because we can't be in her presence directly. So because we're separated from Goddess, we can't know that she's feminine. But she revealed herself to me, and for me that's good enough that she's a feminine deity. I believe that she's feminine, and she's divine in spirit. What does divine in spirit mean? Well, she's feminine in spirit. She's feminine in spirit because she is the divine feminine. She is not a woman. She's not a woman. She's not a girl. She's not a lady. She is a lady, but she's the divine feminine. She's the divine feminine. And so because she's the divine feminine, and because she's feminine in spirit, we know that the goddess is female. From that, we know that the goddess is female because she represents the spirit of femininity. She is all things feminine. So what we think of her as goddess, she's goddess, but she's also very feminine in many ways. And being feminine is just part of who Goddess is, because the goddess is so many things. She's the creator of everything in the universe, including male and female, and she's a creator of all of us. So she is a lot of things, but feminine is one of them, and it's an important part of her because the feminine spirit is a spirit of peace. And because the feminine spirit is a spirit of peace, we know that the goddess is a peaceful being, and that she's a you know, I'd hate to say angelic being because she's not an angel, but she's above and beyond what an angel would be to us. She's the great goddess. So she's beyond anything that an angel could be, but she's angelic in spirit. So she's very feminine, she's very peaceful, and she's very content with who she is. She's content to be feminine. Now, because she's feminine in spirit, does that mean that the goddess has lady parts? The answer is we don't know. We don't know if she has lady parts or not, but not necessarily. So, in other words, having lady parts is not an essential part of her being feminine, in the same way that we don't define being human as having a physical body. That's not how we define being human. We define being human by our human spirit. It's our human spirit that makes us human. And because we have a human spirit, human spirits and human bodies, we're human beings. Well, the goddess is a goddess being, and she's the divine feminine in so many ways, but she doesn't necessarily have lady parts because she doesn't necessarily have a body. That's not what makes her goddess. She's not goddess because she has a body. She's goddess because she has a mind, and she has a spirit that's very powerful. So goddess is very powerful. You can pray to her anytime, and pray to her for help, and pray to her for advice. She's very good at giving advice. And I would not say that she has lady parts, because that's just opening a can of worms that we wouldn't be able to fit the worms back in the can after you've opened it. So she's feminine in spirit, and that's all that's necessary to know about her. It isn't necessary to know about her lady parts, or whether she has a vagina or something silly like that, or whether she's got eggs that are fertile, or whether she has breasts, or any other parts of a female's body. That's not necessary. All that's necessary to know is that she is feminine in spirit. So that is that, and I have some advice for you for purification. For purification, I said to eat soups during the day. Now, you have to be careful with soups, because the soup companies like to sneak tricky things into your soup, like milk, cream, butter, cheese. They like to sneak those things into your soups, and you want to have a vegetarian soup. So you don't want to have soups with those things in it. So read the labels carefully. You also don't want chicken stock, beef stock. You only want vegetable stock in your soup. And you want vegetable soup that's free of beef or chicken or meat or dairy or poultry. So be careful. Read labels. Be careful, and don't just buy a soup just because it looks good. Read the label first to make sure that it's really vegetarian. And that's it. Have a great week, everybody, and take care.